So what do you think, I mean, if you had to knock down some of the top misperceptions, what might those be?
Well, I mean, I talked about how the only way we can win the war on terror is through the Quran and Islam. Islam is a peaceful religion. Our religion has been hijacked by some extremist ideologies. The faith, I mean, God tells us that every human being is an image of God on earth, and life is sacred. You cannot hurt another human being. You take away their rights, it's like you've hurt all of humanity. And so I feel like, and when I speak against terrorism and stuff, I speak through the Quran, because there are verses in the Quran that specifically talk about people of the book, which include Christians, Jews, others, who are all like, you know, if you do good things in the world, you're going to heaven. So it's like, who are you to decide? I mean, I'm from Pakistan, and I see a lot of extremist stuff. There's like, you know, hatred against Christian minorities, and like, you know, there's groups that are targeted just because of their religion, which is, and they say that it's because of our religion, but it's not true. And because they have not studied the religion and not implemented, there's lots of ignorance. People have just believed things, oh, because our father said so, or it's tradition and culture, and that doesn't. That's not. I really want to help end the wars through Islamic scholars who are here in America. We have great Islamic universities and stuff who have studied the topic, and they talk about nonviolence and peace and interfaith activities and bridge building and caring for all human beings. And those are the people who can actually help talk to those extremists and change their ideologies. You cannot fight them through bombing them or through military action. They will never change.
On that, well, the argument is that we're pretty safe now because we've just got troops everywhere.
Yeah, but it's like how long can you live in that fear-based mode? We may think we're safe, but you think like we've killed almost 1 million people in Iraq. You don't think those families that we've hurt they're not all that happy of us being there and bombing them. And even though we have troops, they don't like the troops being there. If you had like 100,000 troops hanging out around here in Astoria and trying to tell you that country is safe, nobody likes that. No one likes being told what to do, and especially through force. Like, you know, you can't win the hearts and minds of people through that. And you may have a perceived false sense of security, but that's not, I mean, I'm concerned for our national security after what I've seen. The people, our approval ratings in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iraq are really horrible. And you think those people, 50 years from now, you think they won't figure out ways to get back to us? Like, it's just ridiculous to think that we can get away with it, with mass murdering people. It's horrible. And I think we should get back to it. I think, based on our Christian values, Islamic values, all of them, we have to go back to, God doesn't tell us to kill people. There is a responsibility that we have as human beings towards others. And just because you want to feel secure by hurting other people, that's not going to get, it's illegal and immoral and unethical. And we will be held accountable by God.
All right, so if you want to win this thing, what are you going to bring to the table for the 1st Congressional District beyond your involvement in foreign affairs?
Yeah. Well, I believe here, I mean, I worked at Intel for 7 years in engineering and management positions. And I feel like, you know, the high-tech industry has been huge here, but we also need to kind of move towards, like, reviving the rural Oregon economy. We have very high unemployment in some of our counties, but we have so much natural resources and land available to us. I just don't see why we're not making good use of that. We have huge hunger issues in the state, and I feel like with the amount of land that we have, there should be nobody going hungry in this state. We should have wheat, we should really focus on our export agricultural commodities and focus on creating jobs through that and reviving the industry and be known for something around the world. Oregon seems to have, we have lots of opportunities. The ocean energy is a huge thing. We have the ocean right here, and we should make good use of it. Be an energy leader, green technology and stuff. Those are the sorts of things that Oregon should be a leader in and it should be investing in. And I want to help with that, having a very diverse background. I mean, I grew up in Pakistan and I've been in Portland for the last 11 years. So having a very diverse global perspective on both sides of the world, I think puts me in a very unique but good position to have help Oregon's first district get back on track and revive things here and help with the economy. Ending the wars is huge for me personally. That's my first top priority, is bringing all of our troops home out of Afghanistan and Pakistan. And also, Iraq is also wrapping up, and then Libya as well. We shouldn't have gone there. And it's just we need to stop getting into conflicts with others. None of the other developing countries, China, India, they're not picking up fights with every other country they don't like. They're not sending their troops anywhere. Why are we getting ourselves into those messes and draining our economy and bankrupting our country? We don't deserve that. Americans don't deserve that. And, I mean, I don't want to have to be paying for it for the next 100 years, 200 years. Somebody's putting the bill for it, and we need to change that in Congress.